So ready? So whatever commands I'm telling, please make a note of that. I'll be telling some shortcuts, and shortcuts are the fastest way to give a command in AutoCAD. Okay? Many times what happens, the commands will be hidden at some place. You'll be searching, you'll have to search for it. So how to start it? Metric? Imperial? Not both. You have to start it using the template which you created. Everyone has created the template. So you have to start it with the template. You have to start it with the template. Okay. So where did you save your template? D drive. Yeah. So start with the template, because our template has all the settings ready-made available to us. Correct? So that template you have to open. Now it's ready. It is having all the layers. Is it having all the layers? Yes, it is having all the layers, line types, line weight, units, paper size, everything is set. Okay? So it will save us all the time that we have to spend on each time. Okay? So next, what you have to do? What do you have to do next? So this is what is our topic for today. Rivets and fasteners. So many times different components we have to attach them together. Okay? Okay? So fasteners mean bolts and nuts or screws. Bolts, nuts and screws are called fasteners. Then the other things which are used for permanent, semi-permanent joining, they are called rivets. Where have you seen the rivets? Give me some examples. Buses में side में बैठे हुए रहते ना. So on the wall, wherever two sheets are joining, their rivetings are there. Anywhere else? Yes? Autos. Okay. Auto देखा है आपने? I'm not sure. Anyway, next. Huh? Aeroplanes. Okay, fine. Anything? Anywhere else? A very important engineering application is boiler. Trains में भी रहते हैं ना boilers. So boilers attach करने के लिए ज़्यादातर they will go for rivetings. Okay. So wherever you are using sheets, and sheets you have to join them together semi-permanently, not permanently. If you want to do permanently, you will do soldering or welding. This is semi-permanent. Why I am telling semi-permanent? Whenever there is a damage or leakage, you have to remove the rivets and fit them again. Okay, that is one advantage of having a rivet when compared to welding. Okay, and we are not using fasteners. Class. ठीक है? So fasteners, when you are using, you will be using nuts and bolts. ठीक है? And nuts and bolts are called as temporary attachments. So because whenever you want, you just take a pana and just loosen it, it will come out. Whereas rivets are called semi-permanent because there is permanent deformation. If you want to remove it, you have to break the rivet. Only then it's possible to separate it. Correct? But again, it is not as permanent as welding, because welding, once you do, the plates themselves will get damaged. Whereas in rivets, only the rivet gets damaged. Plates are still intact. That's why I'm calling it as semi-permanent. Now, how to do this rivet? So here you can see this is one example of a rivet. So rivet will be initially like this. Then what they do, they take the two plates. They take the two plates. Then they will insert the rivet from bottom. Okay. At the bottom there will be a stand like this. And from top they will put another part like this. And they will hit it with a hammer. So when they hit with the hammer, what will happen? This cylindrical portion, it will deform and it will take whatever shape is there in the die. Getting it? So this is how the riveting process is done. Now, from syllabus point of view, you should understand the different types of rivets, different types of rivet heads, and the different types of rivetings. Okay. So let us go through all this. So these are all the different rivet heads. So many rivet heads are available. So this is the simplest. It's called snap head. Measurements for that given. Okay. Then this is high button head. Slightly it is pointed at the top. Okay. This one is pan head, cone head, round top, flush counter, flat head, truss head. So all these dimensions you should remember. All these dimensions you should remember. Okay, that's your responsibility. In the exam, they will not provide you all these dimensions. They will just tell what kind of rivet head we are using. Okay, so on the spot you should remember all the dimensions, and using dimensions you should calculate and use it. Okay, so once you have drawn all these rivet heads, then there are different types of arrangements used for rivets. So the simplest is called lap joint. What is it called? Lap joint. So in lap joint what we do is we keep one plate over the other and then we apply rivets. Okay. So all the dimensions here you can see. So this is where the rivet is applied. This plate is the bottom plate. On top of that we are getting another plate and we are applying rivet. So we can't just randomly provide the rivet wherever we want. So there are some conditions to be followed. So what is this 1.5 D? What is D? Diameter of rivet. D is the diameter of rivet. And what is T? T is the thickness of plate. Now there is a formula for calculating this thickness. Fine. Only the thickness of the plate will be given. Based on the thickness of plate, you have to calculate diameter. So diameter formula note it down. Diameter is equal to 6 into 6 into square root of T. 6 into square root of T. What is T? T is the thickness of plate. Thickness of the plate will be given to you. Using T, 6 root T, you will give us diameter. Understanding? Once you know the diameter, then using the diameter, you have to calculate the all other dimensions. Fine. So from the edge, what is the distance? 1.5 D. And from the other, for the other plate, from the bottom plate also from here, 1.5 D. That's where you will get the axis. Okay. And for this circle and all, you have to use these dimensions. So diameter of the top head is how much? 1.6 times the diameter. And height 1.7 times D. 0.7 times D. Okay. So can you predict where is the center of this circle? 1.6 half is 0.8. But here the height is 0.7. So the center will be slightly below this. Slightly below that. So you have to be careful with that. Okay. So similarly, any type of rivet head you may be asked to draw. Okay. So our first aim will be to create all the rivet heads and convert them into block. Convert them into block. And those blocks will be reusing again and again for different arrangements of riveting. Okay. So the simplest arrangement I told you, it is lap joint. Next, this is, what is this? This is a double riveted chain lap joint. What is it? Double riveted chain lap joint. So previously we were using a single row. That's why it's called a single row lap joint. Whereas here we are using 2 rows. Okay. So now when you are using 2 rows, you have to calculate some additional distances. So this distance is called P. P is nothing but pitch. What is P? Pitch. And this is PR. PR means pitch between rows. Pitch between rows. And this is a simple pitch. So P formula, note it down. P formula is 3 times diameter. P formula is 3 times diameter, and PR formula is 0.8 times P. 0.8 times P. So this is clear. So what type of joint is this? Double riveted chain lap joint. Chain means they are both at the same level. They are both at the same level. Next, this one. What is this one? Yeah, this is zigzag. So you can see here. So they are not, the two rivets are not at the same level. The two rivets are not at the same level. So one rivet is here, zig, zag, zig, zag. So it is zigzag. Okay. So this is what we have to keep in mind. Now once again here, what is the formula for P? P is 3 times D. And what is the formula for PR? No, here it is 0.6 P. Note it down. For zigzag, PR value is last bench. Note it down. So PR for zigzag is 0.6 and PR for chain riveting is 0.8 P. Clear? So these two understood now. First was double riveted chain lap joint, and the second double riveted zigzag lap joint. Lap joint you understood. Lap joint means we are keeping one plate over the other. Okay. The next, this one. So what can you see here? Yeah. So there is an extra plate applied on top of the plates which are joined. So here the plates are joined like this. Okay. They are not kept one over the other. They are not kept one over the other. They are joining it like this. Fine. And that's why we are calling it as a butt joint. This means butt. Okay. Butt and lap. Laptop. है ना? Lap के ऊपर रख के रखते हैं. So that's why it is lap. And butt is like this. End to end. Fine. So bottom you can see these are the two plates. And top there is an extra plate which is attached. Okay. Now thickness of this plate T1 is different from the thickness of plate. T1 formula, note it down. T1 formula is 1.125 into T. 1.125 into T. 1.125 into T. T will be given to you. From T you have to calculate T1 and accordingly you have to use. So what do you think? Is this plate thicker than the plate or thinner than the plate? Thickness more or less? More. 1 point na. 1 se zyada hai, so it will be more. Okay. So now once again, how many rivets are there on each plate? On each plate, only one. So that's why it is called single strapped, single riveted butt joint. There is a single strap. This top plate is called a strap. We are using a single strap. Hence it is a single strap. And we are using a single rivet on each plate. That's why single riveted. Understand the terminology. It's very important. Fine. In the question, this is what he will mention. So this is how the question will be. That's it. He will not provide you any other detail. Everything else you have to do it from your memory. Okay. So single strapped, single riveted butt joint. So it will be like this. And again, this is the sectional view. When you see the top view, you will see here. So this, the bottom plates are going below. So this is dotted. And in top you will see both these lines, right? Outer circle is visible. Inner circle, the whole is invisible. That's why we are drawing it dotted. Clear? So that is single strapped, single riveted butt joint. Then coming here, single strapped, double riveted, and in double again there are two types, chain and zigzag. So that also we have to mention. So what is this? Total name is single strapped, double riveted, chain butt joint. Okay. So observe here, how many rivets are there on each plate? So this is left side plate, that is right side plate. They are two different plates joined together like this in butt. Okay. So there are two rivets on each plate. That's why double riveted. And how are they arranged? On same level. So it is chain riveting. And how many straps am I using? Two straps. One strap at the top, one strap at the bottom. So that strap thickness is again T2. T2 is again different from T1. If you are using single strap, its thickness has to be more than the plates. But if you are using two straps, thickness will reduce. So take down formula for T2. T2 0.8 times T. 0.8 times T. So will it be thickness be less or more? Less. So here you can see that thickness is lesser than the plate. Last bench. Stand there. Okay. So understood this. Now here, this I think it's the last one. Double strapped, double riveted, zigzag. Previously we had chain. Now zigzag. Now in zigzag again, tell me what is the PR value? 0.6. 0.6 times P. In chain riveting, 0.8 times